Hello viewers, do you struggle in remembering things, in recalling names? Well, today I would like to share with you the tips how you can remember or recall anything. Now, recalling something can happen at two levels. First thing is that recalling whatever you saw somewhere. It might be numbers. If you watch the memory champion competitions, most of the people going for that competition, they recall the numbers. So recalling the numbers, how it happens? It happens with the association. What the memory champions do, they associate the list of numbers with the things in their room or with the people they know, and then they recall the numbers by just the association. You can see the summary of Moonwalking with Einstein, which tells the story of memory champion. He tells the method. But today I would like to share something wonderful, and that is that how to recall the key essence. Most of the people I met, they say, I read this book. Then I say, what you remember from that book? What you read in that book? What was the key essence of that book? What was the key things in that book? As all of you know that I am sharing the key points of every book I read on my YouTube channel. So I ask other people the same thing. Then most of the cases they say, just read it. You just read it. I do not recall what was in that. Most of the people do not even the chapters, that how many chapters were there inside that thing. So today I would like to share with you how you can remember or recall the books you read, the videos you watch, the important things in your life. What is the problem? Why we cannot recall the things? As all of you know that attention span of these days humans is reducing. Today average person attention span is 8 seconds. Because of attention span, we start something, then we start something again, then we start something again, and when we keep forgetting the key things. So first thing is that we are doing the shallow work. We are not doing the deep work. Deep work means that you are doing a kind of work in which you are 100% focused. You are not distracting yourself with other things. What happens with the people? They are doing something, then they check the Facebook, then they check the Twitter. You are thinking about something in deep, and then there comes a notification on your mobile phone, and then you go there, then you see the mobile phone, and then you forget what you were reading. Then you have to reread that thing. So the first thing is that you have to minimize the inputs. People have multiple inputs at the same time. This is the reason they do not become successful, they do not remember the things. If you look at the most important people in the history, like or the most important successful people today, like Bill Gates, like the Elon Musk. If you remember the previous people in the history, like Nelson Mandela, you talk about the history most popular people, then you realize one thing, that these people used to have the minimum inputs. They used to read only one book or one newspaper. They used to meet with the limited people. Their inputs in the mind were limited. So what's the trick of remembering the thing? The trick of the remembering of the thing is that you have to increase your output. What happens is that whenever there is too much information inside our mind, chances are we will not remember the things. Chances are that we will lose the wisdom. Chances are we will lose the action. When there is too much of information, then the wisdom goes somewhere else. We have too many options, we do not know what to do. So we do not know anything deeper. We do not know anything in the deeper sense. So the process is that to remember anything, to recall anything in your life, you have to minimize the inputs. Once you got the input, people what do? They just read. They're reading and reading, getting the input, getting the output, nothing is coming out. So they do not remember the things. So the first thing, you have to give your mind input. The second thing is you need to reflect it. You read one book, you need to reflect. You think that how it works in your life, how it is working on others' life. You have to reflect it. You have to kind of think about that thing, then you will remember it. Now, most of the people have the input, reflect it, but they do not implement it. What is the point of having a knowledge which you cannot implement? What is the point of having an information which you cannot explore around yourself? So the third thing is you have to implement on yourself. Once you implement it, the fourth step is you need to teach it to others. If you teach it to the others, you will remember it for your lifetimes. The best teachers, the most successful people in the world, what they do, their quotes are very popular. Why? They are trying to teach to the others. Even then, their profession is not teaching; they are trying to teach to the others. So I am sure if you follow this path, that input, reflect, and then implement, and then teach. If you follow this process for anything, you will become successful. You will memorize anything, you will recall anything. One thing important is that reduce the inputs, increase the outputs. Whatever you learn, teach it to someone else. Whatever you learn, record it, put it on YouTube. I wish you good luck and success in your memorizing journey, in your success journey. Subscribe our YouTube channel if you are new here. If you are already subscribed this YouTube channel, please share it our channel with others, so that we have a community, we have a larger community, and together we can achieve more. Thank you so much.